Hi everybody, and welcome to Module 1, Lesson 7 page. So make sure at the top it says Module 1, Lesson 7. This is on multiplication facts. I'm going to let you guys do this on your own, but remember, if you have two groups of 4, you can count it. You have 4 groups, each one has 2. So there's my 4 groups, so I can count it 2, 4, 6, 8. So 4 groups of 2 right there. All right, so this says for number 1, write and solve the multiplication sentence that matches the picture. Make the second factor represent the size of the row. So the second factor is going to represent the size of the row. So I'm going to do a multiplication sentence. I'm going to have one factor times another factor equals the product or the total amount of objects. So I'm going to do this. I have 1, 2, 3. I have 3 rows. So it says the second factor is going to represent the size of the row. So the first factor is going to represent how many rows we have. So we have 3 rows. How many are in each row? So how many is in each row? We have 2 in each row equals how many total elephants? 2, 4, 6. We have 6 elephants. So my equation would be 3 rows times 2 in each row equals 6 elephants. So write and solve the multiplication sentence that matches the picture. Make the second factor represent the size of the row. So I'm going to have a factor times a factor equals the product. So I'm going to number my rows. So I have the second factor is going to be the size of the row again. So the first factor is going to be how many rows. So I have 2 rows times how many elephants are in each row. So I have 1, 2, 3 elephants in each row. My total number of elephants are 3, 6. This is the number of rows, the size of each row, total number of elephants. Okay, so draw an array that shows 4 rows of 2. So I'm going to number my rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gotta smush it in there. 4 rows of 2. So I have 4 rows. I'm going to put 2 in each row. You can do any shape you want to. Pick something simple and that you can do small. I like to do X's. If you like to do dots, you can do that. Whatever works for you. So I have 4 rows, 2 in each row. So down here, there's my array. I got to do the equation for it. I kind of ran out of room. I did it a little big, but that's okay. So I have 4 rows of 2 equals 2, 4, 6, 8. 8. So now on this one, draw an array that shows 2 rows of 4. It's going to have 1, 2 rows and do of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, when you're doing this on your own, you can pause it at any time. If I go too fast or you're still making counters, pause it. No stress. So now I have to do the equation. So I have 2 rows with 4 in each row. So I have 4 plus 4 would be 8 total. These two show how multiplication is commutative. That means either way you put the factors, you're still going to get the same answer. So if you know 4 times 2, you also know 2 times 4. So this says 5 times 2 equals 2 times 5 because we're flipping those 2 numbers to show the commutativity of multiplication. 2 times 10, 10 times 2. 2 times 8, 8 times 2. Blank times 2, 2 times 3. This is going to be a 3 because we have the 3 here. All right, so write a multiplication equation for each expression. Skip count to find the totals. So if I have 2 6s, it's like saying, so we got to do an equation and we need to find the totals. 2 6s would be 2 times 6. 6 2s would be 6 times 2 equals. Now I could count by 6s, 6, 12, or I could count by 2s 6 times. 6, 12, 18, 20. That's the wrong way to do it. We're counting by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. But it gave us the answer here too, by the way, because it's commutative. Either way you put the factors, you'll get the same way. 5 2s would be 5 times 2 equals 5 plus 5. You're doubling your 5s. Or 2 5 times. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2 7s would be 2 times 7 equals 7 plus 7, 2 7s. Or you could do 7 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 4 2s would be 4 times 2 equals, you can do 4 plus 4, so 4, 8, or you can do 4 2s, 2, 4, 6, 8. 2 9s would be the same as saying 2 times 9 equals 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. It's 18. All right. So remember, you're going to do this part on your own when this is all done. Make sure that name's on it so Mrs. Wyckoff knows where to put it, because it makes it really hard if you have to start writing your names on everything. Names on it. Make sure this gets in your home to school folder. Have a great weekend, everybody.